students, I am Puni from Prep Kirpa classes. Today we will do chapter number 6, Combustion and Flame. We will concentrate on important MCQs. Let us start. Question number 1. Which one of the following gases is used in combustion? A. Hydrogen, B. Oxygen, C. Nitrogen, D. Carbon dioxide. Answer is oxygen.
Here we have been given many options so far as answer is concerned. But before giving answer, we must also understand what is the role of hydrogen, nitrogen or carbon dioxide. So far as hydrogen is concerned, it is a very combustible gas. So it cannot be used or it will not be helpful in combustion. So far as nitrogen is concerned, nitrogen reduces the combustion efficiency. So it cannot be used in combustion. So far as carbon dioxide is concerned, as you know that it is used in fire extinguishers. So only option left with us is oxygen, which helps in the combustion.
Question number 2. Which of the following is not a fossil fuel? A. Coal, B. Petroleum, C. Natural gas, D. Water gas. So answer is water gas.
Before giving answer to this question, we must first understand what are the fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are formed in the earth over millions of years. Three major forms of fossil fuels are coal, oil and natural gas. So these three options are fossil fuels. So the only answer which we can give is water gas. So we must also understand what is water gas. Water gas is a mixture of poisonous flammable gases. It mainly contains carbon monoxide and hydrogen gases. It is usually made by blowing air and then steam over red hot coke or coal and is used as a fuel or as an illuminant. We are giving complete explanation of all the aspects so that you do not have to cram answers. You can fully understand each and every aspect of the question.
Question number 3. Substances which catch fire are called A. Acids, B. Bases, C. Combustible, D. Burners. So answer is combustible.
In this case, we must understand what is the meaning of combustible substance. A combustible substance is a substance which catches fire and burns easily. Some examples of combustible substance are paper, wood, kerosene, LPG, etc.
Question number 4. The SI unit of the calorific value of a fuel is A. N per kilogram, B. Kilojoule per kilogram, C. Kilowatt per kilogram, D. Joule per kilogram. So answer is kilojoule per kilogram.
To answer this question, we must understand what is the calorific value of a fuel. Calorific value of a fuel is the amount of heat energy produced on complete combustion of 1 kilogram of a fuel. So formula for the calculation of calorific value is amount of heat produced divided by weight of fuel burnt.
Next, question number 5. The color of outer zone of candle flame is A. Orange, B. Blue, C. Red, D. Yellow. So answer is blue.
In this picture, you can see that the candle has three zones: outer zone, middle zone and innermost zone. Outer zone is blue in color, whereas middle zone is yellow in color, innermost is black in color. We are giving you each and every aspect of this question so far as the colors of various zones are concerned. As the exam, in the exam you may be asked a question in regard to the other zones also.
Question number 6. Water cannot be used as a fire extinguisher to put out A. Burning charcoal, B. Burning clothes, C. Burning oil, D. Burning wood. So answer is burning oil.
We cannot use water as a fire extinguisher so far as burning oil is concerned. Why? We have always seen that whenever a charcoal is being burnt or cloth is on fire or wood is burning, we oftenly put fire or water on it. But wherever oil is burning, we do not use water because water is heavier than oil. Suppose here it is oil and you put water. Water will come below. Water will come down. This is oil. Water will come down and the oil will remain as it is. It will come on the upper side of the water. So when the water comes down below the oil, so it will have no effect on the fire and the oil will continue to burn.
Question number 7. Which of the following factors are essential to ignite a fire? A. Heat. B. Fuel. C. Air. D. All of these. Answer is all of these.
To ignite a fire, we need a combustible substance, that is fuel and heat energy. We also require oxygen for combustion to occur. In fact, there are three conditions for any combustion to take place, which are fuel, heat, and oxygen. Hence, all the three factors are required for combustion to take place. If any of these, heat or fuel or oxygen, is missing, combustion or fire cannot take place.
Question number 8. Which fuels are used for running automobiles? A. Wood. B. Coal. C. Diesel. D. Charcoal. So answer is diesel. Next, question number 9. Fuel may be A. Solid. B. Liquid. C. Gas. D. All of these. Answer is all of these.
Fuels are of three main types. Solid fuels examples are wood and coal. Examples of liquid fuels are kerosene, petrol, diesel, etc. CNG and LPG are example of gaseous fuels.
Question number 10. The lowest temperature at which a substance catches fire is called its A. Boiling point, B. Melting point, C. Ignition temperature, D. Critical temperature. Answer is ignition temperature.
Here we have been given four options. So we must understand what each relevant point pertains to. So far as boiling point is concerned, it is the temperature at which a liquid boils and changes to water or vapor or gas. Melting point is the temperature at which a given solid will melt. Ignition temperature is the minimum temperature at which a substance, that is a combustible substance, catches fire and burns. We must also know what is the meaning of critical temperature. Critical temperature is the temperature for a substance above which a substance cannot be liquefied from its vapor or gaseous state, no matter what amount of pressure is applied to it. We are giving you explanation of other points, other aspects of this question, as in the exam you may be asked question on boiling point, melting point, or critical temperature also.
Next, question number 11. Which one of the following is non-combustible? A. Stone piece. B. Paper. C. Straw. D. Matchsticks. Answer is stone piece.
If you put on fire a paper or a piece of paper or matchsticks, they will burn very easily, whereas a stone piece will not catch fire. So non-combustible substances are those substances which do not burn or ignite if exposed to fire. Example of non-combustible substances are most metals, glass, stones, sand, etc.
Question number 12. Fire extinguisher. A. Cut off the supply of air. B. Bring down the temperature of fuel. C. Both A and B. D. None of these. So answer is C. Both A and B.
Fire extinguishers not only cut off the supply of air but also bring down the temperature of the fuel.
Next, question number 13. Rapid combustion is A. When gas burns, it produces heat and light. B. When material suddenly bursts into flames. C. When there is evolution of heat. D. None of these. So answer is rapid combustion is when gas burns, it produces heat and light.
Before giving answer to this question, we must understand that there are three different types of combustion, and these are rapid combustion, spontaneous combustion, and explosions. Rapid combustion is the combustion in which a substance burns rapidly and produces heat and light with the help of external heat. If you take the example, burning of LPG and paper are the examples of rapid combustion. So far as spontaneous combustion is concerned, it is the combustion in which a substance starts burning on its own without the help of external heat. Example of this is white phosphorus burns spontaneously in air at room temperature. Third type of combustion is explosion, and its example is bursting of firecrackers. It is a type of combustion that occurs suddenly when a material is heated. In this combustion, a large amount of gases, heat, light, and sound are liberated.
Next question. Acid rain contains mainly A. Oxygen and nitrogen gas, B. Fluorine and chlorine gas, C. Magnesium oxide, D. Nitrogen oxide and sulfur dioxide. So answer is nitrogen oxide and sulfur dioxide.
Fossil fuel combustion by power plants, cars, trucks, etc. results into the release of sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide into the air. These pollutants cause acid rain. The acid rain can have harmful effects on plants, aquatic animals, and infrastructure.
Next question है, which zone represents the partial combustion is candle flame? A. Outer zone, B. middle zone, C. inner zone, D. lower zone. So answer is middle zone.
In this picture, you can see that there are three zones of the candle flame: outer zone, middle zone, and innermost zone. So far as partial combustion is concerned, it takes place in the middle zone.
Question number 16. Burning coal in a closed room will produce A. nitrogen oxides, B. carbon dioxide, C. carbon monoxide, D. oxygen. So answer is carbon monoxide.
If we burn coal in a closed room, it produces carbon monoxide. We are giving here complete explanation as to what will be the result of burning coal in a closed room. So far as science is concerned, we are reading it. It is not only for the purpose of education. We must also understand what may be the consequences, as in real life these situations oftenly arise when we read about the same in the newspapers on the TV. So what is that? When coal is burnt in a closed room, carbon monoxide is produced. This gas is odorless and colorless, so you cannot see or smell it. If we burn coal in a closed room, there is no adequate ventilation to allow the carbon monoxide to escape from the room. Obviously, when the concentration of carbon monoxide goes beyond safety levels, it leads to suffocation and eventually may lead to death. So, it is advised not to sleep in a closed room with coal burning inside it. You may also be asked a question in the exam why it is not advisable to burn coal in a closed room. So we are giving explanation of each and every MCQ so that you may understand each and every aspect in a very satisfactory manner.
Question number 17. Which is non-combustible substance? A. Wood, B. Paper, C. Iron nails, D. Straw. So answer is iron nails.
Substances like stone, glass, iron nails, etc. do not burn on being exposed to flame. Such substances are called non-combustible substances.
Question number 18. Out of these, which is able to control fires? A. NH3, B. H2, C. CO2, D. F2. So answer is CO2.
Before giving answer to this question, we must understand what NH3 stands for, what is the meaning of H2, CO2 or F2. Only then we can give answer to this question. So first we read NH3. NH3 means ammonia. Ammonia is a colorless gas. Ammonia may be fatal if inhaled. one of the commercial uses of ammonia is as a refrigerant. So when the ammonia may prove to be fatal if inhaled, so we cannot deem it fit to use it for controlling fire, as the firefighters may also put their life in risk. So ammonia is not the answer to this question. Now we come to the second option, hydrogen. It is H2 means hydrogen gas. This is also a colorless and odorless gas. It is highly combustible. It can actually self-ignite even without an external energy source in cases where it is leaking from a pipe at a sufficiently high pressure. So you will please observe that when hydrogen is a very combustible gas, and you also know that in case of the fire extinguishers, we have to put the gas at a very high pressure. So when the gas itself, H2, is very combustible, so we cannot use it to control fire. Now we come to CO2. CO2 means carbon dioxide. A fire needs oxygen, fuel, and heat to continue the burning. By eliminating any of these elements, that is oxygen, fuel, or heat, a fire can be suppressed or extinguished. Carbon dioxide is heavier than oxygen. When we spray carbon dioxide, it covers the object like a blanket and cuts oxygen supply to the burning substance to control the fire. We must also understand what is the meaning of F2. F2 means fluorine. Fluorine is a highly toxic and pale yellow gas. It is used in dental care and pharmaceutical industry. So after going through all these options, we can safely say that CO2 is our answer and it is used in controlling fires.
Question number 19. An ideal fuel is cheap, readily available, easily combustible, and easy to transport. It has high calorific value. It does not produce gases or residues that pollute the environment. Based on the above statements, which of the following is closest to being an ideal fuel? A. Compressed natural gas. B. Kerosene. C. Petrol. D. Coal. Answer is A. Compressed natural gas.
In this question, we are to find out as to which is an ideal fuel. We have been given 4 options and we are to find out the exact answer. Before answering this question, we are to find out certain facts relating to each options. So let us discuss the same. Kerosene. The World Health Organization considers kerosene to be a polluting fuel. Household use of kerosene is associated with high risks of cancer, respiratory infections, asthma. So, kerosene is a polluting fuel. So, it cannot be considered as an ideal fuel. Now we come to petrol and coal. On burning petrol, diesel and coal, huge quantities of carbon dioxide, methane and nitrous oxide are produced, which add to our atmosphere, creating a greenhouse effect. So the fossil fuels, petrol, diesel and coal, result into a large number of greenhouse gases. So these are also not to be considered as an ideal fuel. In fact, no fuel can be considered as an ideal fuel. Now we discuss compressed natural gas, CNG. CNG mainly contains methane, which does not produce a large quantity of toxic gases or residue that pollute the environment. It is also easily combustible. Of the given options, it is the closest to being an ideal fuel.
Question number 20. When a cracker is ignited, a sudden reaction takes place with the evolution of heat, light, and sound. Identify the type of combustion. A. Random combustion. B. Rapid combustion. C. Spontaneous combustion. D. Explosion. So answer is explosion.
As you know, that combustion is of 3 types: rapid combustion, spontaneous combustion, and explosion. If you know the definition of explosion, it is a combustion reaction that occurs suddenly when a material or substance is heated. In this combustion, a large amount of gases, heat, light, and sound are liberated. For example, bursting of firecrackers is an example of explosion.
Question number 21. The efficiency of a fuel is expressed in terms of its A. Density, B. Calorific value, C. Volume, D. Purity. So answer is calorific value.
Here we are to find out what is the calorific value. The SI unit of calorific value is kilojoules over kilogram. Calorific value of a fuel is the amount of heat energy produced on complete combustion of 1 kilogram of a fuel.
Question number 22. The suspended particles released by combustion of coal in air may lead to a health disease. Select the correct option. A. Goiter, B. Arthritis, C. Asthma, D. Bone cancer. So answer is asthma.
In this question, we have been given that suspended particles released by combustion. So we must know what this suspended particles stand for. Suspended particulate matter SPM refers to the microscopic solid or liquid matter suspended in the air. Human activities like burning of fossil fuels in vehicles, coal combustion, stubble burning, power plants, road dust, construction activities, demolition activities, and various industrial processes generate significant amounts of particulates. A high amount of SPM in air leads to respiratory problems and lung related diseases like asthma.
Question number 23rd. Innermost zone of the candle flame is the A. Hottest part, B. Moderately hot part, C. Least hot part, D. Cold part. So answer is least hot part.
As already discussed, that a candle flame has three zones: outermost zone, middle zone, and innermost zone. Outermost zone is the maximum hot part, and the middle zone is medium hot, and the innermost zone of the candle flame is the least hot part of the flame.
Question number 24th, which is better domestic fuel? A. CNG, B. LPG, C. Wood, D. Coal. So answer is LPG.
You might have seen that LPG cylinders are being used at home.
Next, question number 25th. The substances which have very low ignition temperature will A. Catch fire easily, B. Will not catch fire, C. Catch fire after some time, D. None of these. So answer is catch fire easily.
The substances which have very low ignition temperature and can easily catch fire with a small flame are called inflammable substances. Examples of inflammable substances are petrol, alcohol, liquefied petroleum gas, kerosene, etc.
Next, combustion is A. Physical process, B. Chemical process, C. Both A and B, D. None of these. So answer is chemical process. Next, question number 27th. Like fuel, the sun also provides heat and light. The process taking place in the sun is called A. Combustion, B. Nuclear process, C. Burning, D. All of these. Answer is nuclear process.
Nuclear process is technically known as nuclear fusion. Nuclear process releases an incredible amount of energy in the form of light and heat.
Next question. CO2 extinguishers help extinguish fires by A. Cutting supply of nitrogen, B. Limiting the supply of fuel, C. Reducing the heat of the surroundings, D. Cutting the supply of oxygen. So answer is cutting the supply of oxygen.
Carbon dioxide is heavier than oxygen. Hence, when carbon dioxide extinguishers are used, carbon dioxide replaces oxygen from the surface of fire and thus cuts the supply of oxygen. In this way, it helps extinguish fire. You can see that if this is the fire going on and you use carbon dioxide on it, then it cuts off the oxygen supply. It forms a blanket-like structure on this, and it cuts off the supply of oxygen which is being supplied to the substance on fire. So when oxygen supply is cut by carbon dioxide, so the burning will automatically stop.
Next, which of the following cannot be used to extinguish the fire caused by electricity? A. Carbon dioxide, B. Blanket, C. Sand, or D. Water. So answer is water.
Water is a good conductor of electricity. Water can cause an electric shock to the person trying to put the fire caused by electrical appliances. Hence, fire caused by electrical appliances should not be put off using water. For minor fire, you can use blanket, and for more fire you can use sand, and if it is higher than of higher quantity, then mostly carbon dioxide extinguishers are used.
Next, charcoal burns in air producing CO2, CO, H2 or O2. So answer is CO2.
Charcoal burns at a higher temperature than wood with hardly a visible flame and releases almost nothing except carbon dioxide and heat.
Question number 31. Which of the following is inflammable substance? A. Petrol, B. Wood, C. Paper, D. Straw. So answer is petrol.
Other examples of inflammable substances are paint thinners, paint removers, LPG, and kerosene.
Question number 32. Good fuel is A. Readily available, B. Cheap, C. Burn easily in air, D. All of these. So answer is all of these.
Good fuel is that which is easily available in the market. If a fuel is very costly, then it cannot be regarded as a good fuel. A good fuel is that which also burns in the air easily. So a good fuel has all these three qualities, that is, it is readily available in the market, it is cheap, and also it burns easily.
Question number 33. Unburned carbon particles causes A. Stomach infection, B. Respiratory problems, C. Brain infections, D. Throat problems. So answer is respiratory problems. Next, incomplete combustion gives A. CO2, B. CO, C. Carbon, or D. None of these. So answer is carbon monoxide. Question number 35. Which of the following is or are carbon fuel? A. Wood, B. Coal, C. Petroleum, D. All of these. So answer is all of these. Question number 36. Acid rain is caused by oxides of A. Sulfur nitrogen, B. Sulfur carbon, C. Carbon nitrogen, D. Phosphorus carbon. So answer is sulfur nitrogen. Next, the head of the safety match contains A. Antimony trisulfide, B. Potassium chloride, C. Both A and B, D. None of these. So answer is both A and B. Question number 38. Combustion of most fuels releases A. CO2, B. SO2, C. NO2, D. Oxygen. So answer is CO2. Question number 39. Burning of coal and diesel releases A. NO2, B. CO2, C. SO2, D. CO. So answer is SO2, sulfur dioxide gas.
Burning of coal and diesel releases sulfur dioxide gas. This gas is suffocating in nature. Petrol on burning gives off oxides of nitrogen.
Next, the burning of LPG is an example of A. Rapid combustion, B. Spontaneous combustion, C. Slow combustion, D. Explosion. So answer is rapid combustion.
LPG burns rapidly and produces heat and light. Burning of wax in candle is an example of slow combustion.
Next, the products of combustion are A. Carbon dioxide and water, B. Oxygen and water, C. Only carbon dioxide, D. Only oxygen. So answer is carbon dioxide and water.
The combustion of organic materials creates a number of products which includes carbon dioxide, water, and energy.
Next,
Energy is released as heat or heat and light.
Next, the most common fire extinguisher is A. Water, B. CO2, C. Oxygen, D. Hydrogen. So answer is water. Next, petrol engine gives off gaseous oxides of A. Sulfur, B. Nitrogen, C. Phosphorus, D. Carbon. Answer is nitrogen. Question number 44. Unburned carbon particles causes A. Stomach infections, B. Respiratory problems, C. Brain infections, D. Throat problems. So answer is respiratory problems. Next, a temperature at which the substance burns is called A. Melting, B. Boiling temperature, C. Curdling temperature, D. Evaporation. So answer is curdling temperature.
Here we have been given four options. Melting temperature. Melting temperature is the temperature at which a material melts. Boiling temperature is the temperature at which a substance boils. Evaporation is a process in which a substance evaporates. Example, evaporation of water. So here answer is kindling temperature. Kindling temperature is the lowest temperature at which a material, solid, liquid or gas spontaneously ignites in a normal atmosphere without an external spark or flame.
Question number 46. When the match struck against rubbing surface, red phosphorus A converts into white phosphorus, B reacts with potassium chlorate, C ignite antimony trisulfide, D none of these. So answer is converts into white phosphorus. Next, 47th. Best extinguisher for inflammable materials is A. Water, B. SO2, C. CO2, D. CO. So answer is CO2. Next, CO2 is stored as a liquid in cylinder at A. High pressure, B. Low pressure, C. High temperature, D. Low temperature. So answer is high pressure. Next, water is not suitable for fire involving A. Oil, B. Petrol, C. Both A and B, D. None of these. So answer is both A and B.
Water is not suitable when the fire involves oil and petrol because when you use water, then it comes below the oil or petrol. Suppose here is the oil or petrol and you are using water. Water is heavier, it will come below the oil or petrol. So the oil and petrol will keep on burning. So as the supply of oxygen will not stop.
Next, substance which vaporized during burning gives A. Sound, B. Flame, C. Combustion, D. None of these. So answer is flame.
For example, kerosene oil and molten wax rise through the wick and are vaporized during burning and forms flames.
Next type, which is a solid fuel. A. Petrol, B. Diesel, C. Wax, D. Wood. So answer is wood.
Solid fuel refers to various forms of solid material that can be burned to release energy. Common examples of solid fuels are wood, charcoal, peat, coal, dry dung, etc. Here we have been also given an option of wax. Let us discuss. Paraffin wax is a white or colorless soft solid wax. It is used in foods such as chewing gum, cheese wrapping. It is also used in candles and cosmetics.
Next, ideal fuel has dash calorific value. A low, B high, C moderate, D 0. So answer is high. Next, amount of heat energy produced on dash combustion of 1 kilogram of fuel is calorific value. A incomplete, B complete, C half, D none of these. So answer is complete. Next, 53rd. Global warming is caused due to dash concentration of CO2 in air. A decreased, B increased, C both A and B, D none of these. So answer is increased. If you like our video, please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you.